Hi y'all, this is So Blessed. Welcome to the Blessed Place. How y'all doing? I am back with more Relationship 411. Of all the different requests that you made for new videos in 2010, relationship advice was numero uno. And y'all know that's right down my alley because I just love. So I know you're wondering, what in the world is a B.P.G? My question is, are you a B.P.G? A back pocket girl or a back pocket guy? What is a back pocket girl or a back pocket guy? You are the one that he or she likes, but for some reason or another, not ready to make a commitment to. You may be commitment material, but they're going to keep you in the back pocket until they're ready to make that commitment, then pull you out of the back pocket. But until such time, what they do is reach back in the back pocket and pull you out and whisper a few sweet nothings in your ear, maybe ask you out on a date, take you out to dinner, tell you some things that you want to hear, and then right when you think he or she may be ready to make a commitment, nope, they make sure, they dusted you off a little bit, make sure you were in your place, and then put you back in that back pocket. Now, if you don't mind being that back pocket girl or guy, then that's perfectly okay with me. But if you want a commitment, you should get what you want and what you deserve and what you desire. So how do you prevent being the back pocket girl or guy? And yes, it can go both ways, because I do know guys who you just the back pocket guy. You the guy she pulls out of her back pocket when she wants somebody to pay for her dinner. You're the guy she pulls out of her pocket when she wants to go to the movies, but she doesn't want to pull out them duckies herself. You're the back pocket guy that when she's lonely and she can't get the one that she really wants, then she calls you. And usually you're the nice guy. So it happened both ways. One of the first things is you raise the bar. And from the beginning of the relationship, you let it be known what your standards are. But you have to hold fast to those standards. If you tell him don't call you after a certain hour of the night, when he calls you, don't answer. When you tell him when he missed a date and he just calls you the next day like he didn't miss anything, then you don't just let it slide by and be so ready to go out on a date. No, he missed his chance. Other people standing in line. And even if they aren't, he ain't got to know that. She doesn't have to know that. Every time the phone rings, don't answer every single call every time he calls. Some people call this, playing games. No, it's not playing games. It's not. It's really not. It's really a fact of relationships. When he wants to come over late at night, or she wants to, or she hasn't called you all week, but she's calling for you to take her to the movies or take her to dinner, then no, don't take her to dinner or take her to the movies if she has not had time for you all week. If he or she can't spend quality time with you and quantity time, then don't allow yourself to be the back pocket girl or guy. I didn't coin that term, back pocket girl. I saw it on a video, and I'll place the link right there. And in this video, it's entitled Black Women Unmarried, and it talks about all kinds of statistics of black women, the number of black women who are not married, and especially successful black women. And it made me think about something. Like I said, I mentioned this in one of my other videos about relationship that my husband told me, and it was so appropriate to this video because I was talking about one of my unmarried friends and was reading off her resume, so to speak, just, never been married, no children, a good job, etc. And my husband said, that's women that look at the resume. But men, the resume doesn't matter so much. He says, now don't get me wrong, men have certain standards and ideas and desires that they require or want in a woman, but he says their thinking are totally different from ours, that it's not the resume that's so impressive. Well, I kind of took what he said with a grain of salt. I mean, I figured, okay, he's a man, he knows what he's talking about. But as a woman, I'm thinking, you know, I'm taking that with a grain of salt. But when I see this video and I see the astounding statistics of women who are unmarried, who desire to be married, because it's one thing if you just don't desire to be married, but the number of women, black women, who desire to be married but are not, and especially what you would consider successful black women who desire to be married. And I was thinking, wow, now I'm sure their resume, their pedigree looks impeccable. I mean, the women that they had on this video, take a look, click on the link. You know, very, very beautiful, nicely dressed, articulate, great income, and they're baffled as to why they can't get a committed relationship or marriage. And of course Steve Harvey was on there and giving them some really good advice, and I just love Steve Harvey. And like I mentioned in quite a few of my other videos, if you have not read it yet, ladies, I implore you to read Think Like a Man, or Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. Awesome. You talk about one of the best books on relationships, until I write mine. You know. Anyways, so he was talking to them on the video, and I'm not even going to go through all of that. Click on the link if you want to read it or if you want to watch it. But it really got me to thinking, like my husband said, men don't look at the resume the way women look at a man's resume. You know, he's tall, dark, handsome, great income, he has a home, he has a great job, he has good credit, he has no children, only one child, or he doesn't have baby mama drama. You know, so men don't look at it like that. So I know a lot of you are asking, so what are they looking at? I know women, especially women, we say, what do men want? What are they looking at? I know there's some men, I've heard some men say the same thing. What do women want? Well, men, I'll answer that in another video. But right now I'm talking to the ladies. Ladies, if you want to know what men want, I'm going to clue you in on a little secret. Y'all be blessed.